Hello, hello, and happy new year, beautiful angels. All right, let's get into it. So it's 2023. How are you? How are you doing? How are we as a collective? I hope everyone's first week so far has been amazing of 2023. Mine has been a little bit all over the place, for being honest. Mercury is in retrograde, so naturally, yeah. Also, I made tea today. This says latte. It's a little misleading, but anyway, into the video. So I thought today I wanted to talk about goal setting, since last video we talked about vision boards and planning ahead and kind of goal setting, but more like manifesting, visualizing. If you haven't seen the video, watch it. It's so good. So I wrote some things down like I always do. I made my cup of tea and I have my tarot cards here. So it's a real video. Let's go. Okay, so the other day I was watching something. I was watching a video and it talked about how a lot of us kind of forget to be present, and this was something that I focused so much on at the beginning of 2022. I was like, be present, be present. Yes, you want to manifest this. Yes, this is what you're working towards. Yes, this is important. Yes, this is the mindset that you want to have, but focus on now, what's going on right now, and be present, because this is how you're best going to create your reality, and focus on the emotions and the ideas and thoughts and everything that you're having right now, because you're living in the right now, right? You're following? So I watched this video about being present and it kind of took me back to that, and I was thinking about how important this was. So I want to bring that onto you guys, but also relate it to goal setting, okay? So when you set goals, they don't necessarily have to be realistic. And what I mean by that is they don't have to be societal realistic. If you're saying, I am going to make $1 million by the end of 2023, and you have people saying, okay, let's be a little realistic, like, how is that gonna happen? That doesn't happen. People don't even make that in their lifetime, blah 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 blah, negative negative negative. Shut that shit out, first of all. Be in your own bubble, but also your goal doesn't need to be necessarily realistic, because if you're confident in yourself, you're able to visualize and you believe in yourself and the process, and you've worked on visualizing, manifesting, all these things, and we can obviously get into this as well, then you're able to do whatever you want to do. Whatever you set your mind to, whatever goals you have, you can achieve that. If you're confident in yourself, you believe in yourself, and you trust the process. But I do want to say with that, which you've probably heard a lot as well, don't focus so much on the destination that you forget about the journey, that you don't appreciate the journey, that you don't live in the journey, which is something I'm guilty of as well a ton of times. I'm like, I see myself doing this, this is where I'm gonna get to, waiting for this is coming, and I don't focus on what's going on in my present moment. And I think that that may happen with you as well. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that right now, okay? So with being present, focusing on the journey, not focusing on the destination, but having the destination in mind, this is what will help you actually achieve your goals, okay? Any goal that you set, anything that you're manifesting into your reality, anything that you are trying to attract in, this will all come when you focus on the journey and you don't focus on the destination, but you have the destination in mind. You see the end goal, you see the bigger picture, but don't let that be all that you focus on, right? Throw away the magnifying glass, take a step back, see the bigger picture, okay? So one of my tips, best ways to do this, is set a goal, any goal. You want an SUV by the end of November of 2023. So you set an approximate date. Okay, work your way backwards to the present moment that you are in now, so that you can focus on something each and every day to get closer to that goal. And you'll have maybe little milestones in between on like little time frames, so that this goal is actually achievable and attainable, okay? Again, these don't need to be societal, realistic goals. Whatever you want, you can achieve. Whatever you want to do in life, do it. Why you feel that you're here, believe in yourself, okay? Who is anyone else to tell you you can't do, be, have anything, right? Right? No negative energy, okay? It's New Year. So you set a goal, you work your way backwards. So we're back on the SUV example, right? Like I said, you work your way backwards so you can look at price and models, so you specifically know exactly which SUV you want. And this is also very important to help you visualize and manifest. Be as specific as you possibly can when you are setting these goals for yourself, because it will help the visualization and manifestation and attraction process if you can be very specific. Not, I just want a car, because you could get something that you may not necessarily love if you're just putting out in the universe something random. But also, you know, you'll get what you ask for. So be specific, okay? Just don't think that you can't not achieve anything that you set your mind to. If you want something very badly, if you believe you can have something, be something, do something, anything, you can do it. Don't let society, don't let your surroundings, don't let anything that is kind of bringing down your vibration, don't let that bring you down. Okay, because that's just negative energy that you don't want to attract, but that's usually also people projecting, or things projecting, or your own internal fears, again, projecting. And with my experience with manifesting, that is not helpful at all. It really pulls you backwards. It doesn't pull you, like, put you any closer to what you are looking to achieve. So again, when you're setting a goal, it's really important to, I find, work your way backwards, no matter the timeline. This way you can plan out all the steps that is kind of needed or necessary for this goal to be achievable. But then when you work your way backwards all the way to the point where it's the very present moment you are in now, you can focus on being present, and you can trust in yourself and the universe that you are doing something every day to get closer to this goal. I do want to say as well though, last year when I focused so much on being present, I was manifesting certain relationships, jobs, like a lot of different things into my life I was manifesting. And kind of what worked for me is, again, I did do steps as well to get closer to this. You always need to be meeting the universe like halfway. You can't, I don't want to say you can't, but it's not all the time where you can just sit and do nothing and just think that everything's gonna come to you. There's a little bit of things you need to do, even if that's radiate good energy, like that's doing something as well. So I was just staying really, really positive. I was trusting in myself, I was trusting in the process, I was trusting in the universe, I was journaling, I was walking a lot, I was finding things that helped my mindset be clear and help myself appreciate the world around me and just love everything in my life and be really happy, because this helped me have a really high vibration, one, but two, it also helps me just love life. I was putting out all this good energy and trusting that what I was looking to receive would come, and it came because what I was putting out, I was getting back, which is what I said in my last video as well. Whatever you put out, you will get back. In order to receive, you need to give. In order to give, you need to receive. Okay, does that make sense for the most part? Do we got it? Are we following? So just to recap, and I always do this, you guys know I repeat myself 100 million times, but I want to make sure that we get it, because I want to explain things as easy as possible so that everyone and their cat can have the best life possible, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're here. So essentially, set a goal. Doesn't need to be societal, realistic. Whatever you want, you got it, sweetheart. You already got it. You already got it, right? Whatever you want. Believe in yourself, trust the process. Work your way backwards on how you can get closer to this goal, what you can do in your everyday life to get closer to this. But also, if it's something that you just want to receive, what can you do to receive that energy back. You need to put that out. So again, what can you do to put that energy out? What can you change in your everyday life? What can you read? What routines can you implement? What mindset changes do you need to do? How many times should you meditate? Should you start journaling? Like whatever you need to do as well to just radiate good energy so you can be in the receiving energy, implement that in your everyday. But make sure, the biggest part of this, do not forget, be present. Focus on the now, whatever it is. What is going on in your reality right now is the most important, because if you're focusing so much on, I want this, I'm gonna receive this, I need to do this so my energy can be like this so I can get this, and you're just so distant from where you are now and what you're doing now, it will be very, very hard to receive what you are asking for, because you're actually pushing yourself farther away from this. Okay, anything you want to do, anything you want to achieve, anything that you just want, you got it. Okay, you don't need anyone to even tell you that. You should just know within yourself and trust yourself and trust the process too. Okay, so set good goals for yourself. Anything that you want, just believe in yourself. Focus on the journey, because the journey is so beautiful and you will learn so much. And when you focus on the journey, your goals, one, they might change, but two, they might come a little bit quicker because you're learning a lot throughout the process. Okay, if there's any part of you that ever fears that you can't do something or that a goal is out of reach for you, it's not. Anything that you want to do, it's here. It's now. You got it. I believe in you. I'm here to cheer you on always. Just remember to be present and trust the process, and don't always focus so much on the destination that you've completely forgot about the process and the journey, which in turn will make the, destination feel like it's farther and farther away. Okay? Last thing I want to say too, is if you are focusing on being present, putting awareness and focus on any emotions, thoughts, feelings you're having in the present moment, and you're processing them and everything, and you're continuing to radiate good, positive, loving energy, know that you are okay. You're doing the right thing. You're spreading love, and when you're constantly doing that and you're just getting to the point where you just love every single thing about life and the journey, know that everything will work out for you because of what you're putting out. It's so good, it's so loving, and you're doing what we all need to do, is be more loving, right? And again, with those fearful mindset, that's also doubt, worry, anything like that. When you're putting too much focus on doubt and worry, I don't have this yet, this isn't here yet, oh my gosh, bad. Sweetheart, we know you're just making it harder for yourself. There's no point of even focusing on any of that, okay? Okay, so I hope that made sense somewhat, hopefully. I never know until I edit, so praying. But again, I love you all. I know that each and every one of you is gonna find your purpose. You're gonna find love for others, you're gonna find love for yourself, and you're gonna find love for life and everything around you, and everything that you ever want is working out for you right now. Okay, you got this, you always got this, and I love you so much. But if you're ever feeling down, you're focusing so much on other people or other energies or what you're putting out, don't forget to love yourself first. Okay, we say this all the time, but I say don't forget for a reason, because sometimes we forget. Always love yourself, okay? Don't forget to love yourself first. I'll see you guys very soon. Hopefully later this week. I need to get better at doing this more often. And maybe we'll do some spiritual magic times. Who knows? But until then, see you soon. Bye!